Lesson 20, Sumac, Sycamore, and Serviceberry. Staghorn sumac have long leaves with many leaflets, as can be seen here. The leaflets have teeth around the full edges. Fall colors are bright red and can be identified from far away. Staghorn sumac flowers are dense, tiny flowers that are pale white and look like an upside down cone. The bright red fruit is very noticeable in amongst the green leaves of summer. This is a close-up of the fruit. This is one fruit here, and the seed is in the center. And this, of course, is a cluster of seeds. Staghorn sumac in the winter holds a fair amount of snow, but as you can see, the fruit is still on the tree. Aboriginals use sumac fruit to prepare a drink rich in vitamin C, called by some Indian lemonade. There are other interesting facts here. Sycamore, what you see here is the fruit. We'll talk more about that in a moment. Sycamore leaf is often mistaken for a maple leaf. As you can see, it has somewhat the same shape, but it's got teeth all around it. Sycamore flowers bloom in April. They're yellowish green and hang in drooping clusters. Bees are attracted for the nectar. The sycamore fruit is a dry round ball of seeds with a solid middle where all the seeds are attached. Each one of these things that we see here is a seed, but underneath that is a little fluffy hair structure which help it to float away. One very distinctive thing about the sycamore is the bark. The bark peels in irregular shapes, sometimes exposing colors of pink or orange. I tell my students that it has splotches and it looks like someone or something that's sick. Therefore, sycamore. Some interesting facts about sycamore. Serviceberry, one of the harder trees to identify on Tree Bee. The leaves of serviceberry are oval, somewhat egg-shaped, and the underside is very pale. You can't see very well on here, but possibly here and here, that the edges have small teeth. The flowers are unique. A flower in full bloom looks like it's missing a whole bunch of petals, but it isn't. This is the full number of petals. The flowers come out early in the spring. When the petals fall off, we end up with a star shape of the sepals, and in the center is the beginning of the fruit. The fruit looks like tiny apples, as you can see here, each one held on one stem. But the sepals are still here, the part that made the star shape. Fall colors are kind of a reddish, orange, pink. Serviceberry are edibles, similar to blueberries, but they are not sold very often because they are difficult to get and trees don't produce in abundance.